It really stuck with me, like the story and the questions that it raised. Sort of, I found myself weeks later still kind of pondering different aspects of it, and I think that's always a good sign for a story or for something that I might potentially work on, that it's kind of, it doesn't leave you quickly. I think May finds herself having sort of harbored these big dreams and these big ambitions, and she's like, wow, I'm 26, I'm living with my parents, they don't have enough money to pay for their health insurance, I'm working at a job that doesn't challenge me, that means, you know, is this my life? Is this everything that there is to my life? And when Annie, her friend, offers her the chance to, you know, have a job interview at the Circle, this is her ticket, this is her escape, this is her chance to be able to take care of her family, to feel less like she's, you know, I think she has the sense of powerlessness in her life, and somehow the Circle gives her a sense of autonomy and control, and also kind of like hope for her future. So it's a very powerful promise that the Circle kind of gives her. So the three wise men are the sort of triumvirate at the head of the Circle. So there's Ty Lafitte, who is the creator, so he sort of invented what has become the Circle. And then there's Tom Stenton, who is sort of the COO, makes the trains run on time, he's the money man. And then there's Bailey, who's the very charismatic sort of CEO, or the public face of the company. May and Bailey, well, it starts out as employer-employee, and it becomes, I would say, one of those very complicated patriarchal relationships where Bailey takes on a kind of father figure sort of role with her, but of course is her employer at the end of the day. So it becomes a very complex relationship. The expectation of employees at the Circle is that everything about their life will be shared, and that kind of extracurricular activities, or, you know, the socializing which you would do in your normal life, has to happen at the Circle and within the Circle, because the Circle has really found a way to commodify or commercialize every aspect of people's personal lives. So all of that data, all of that kind of spending money, all of that sharing and content sharing and information sharing, they want to happen on their network and within their, you know, on their vicinity. So in their vicinity. So it becomes a very claustrophobic environment very quickly. She's such a great actress, and she's so funny, and I respect enormously that she has been making her own films and directing her own films, and you know, it's amazing that she's been doing that. Yeah, just he's again like incredibly charismatic. Just, I think, perfect for Ty. I think he brought a really interesting kind of slightly off-center characterization to Ty, which I thought was really cool. James Ponsoldt, our wonderful director, incredibly sensitive, intelligent man, really passionate about this story, and just very collaborative, and yeah, lovely working with him. Getting to act with Tom Hanks in any scene is a bit of a dream. So I mean, anything where it was the three of us, it was so fun to kind of have that dynamic. Well, I think it's about today's society. This is not a sort of dystopian future that's a long way off. Um, this is a story that could be happening now. So I think it's incredibly topical, and speaks to this moment now. As someone who has been in the public eye quite a bit, and obviously since I was very young, I did always feel that the boundaries between the personal and private were, I always felt that they were important, but I think even more so, playing this role and exploring this world, I think it made me think about it even more than I was before. I think that's what's so interesting about our film, is that it's not there to preach, or it doesn't give a particular perspective on it, but it just forces the audience member to ask questions and to ask themselves questions. And um, I think that's the key, really. I think what's difficult about the situation that we're in now is that we give our information away so freely without much thought anymore, and I think people will think about these questions more having seen it.